and enjoy it because, like, it's art. It had a lot of time put into it. Dude, I think I'm realizing, I think the last movie I saw in the theaters was Dune. That came out like a year ago, didn't it? Has it been that long since I've been to the movie theaters? There is no... No, there has to be one that I've seen. What's the oldest movie you've watched? I mean, I've seen, like... Oh, no, actually, wait. I watched Birth of a Nation, which, by the way, is, like, ultra racist. And, like, when I was told this, it was like, because, like, oh, it's very important. It's, like, one of the first... Oh, I also saw, what's it called? Journey to the Moon or whatever, Trip to the Moon, which was like made in 1909. That's probably like the actual oldest film I've ever seen. Yeah. 1915 was Birth of a Nation. Alright, so I was told like, yeah, it's this real important movie to like the history of film, but be warned, it's really racist. And I was like, alright. I expect when I was told that, I was like, They're probably saying some gamer words and they're like disrespectful to minorities because it was made in 1915, right? They didn't have standards. No, even for 1915, that movie is incredibly racist. It is literally... It is the movie that invented the standard that movies have followed for, like, decades to come, unfortunately. That's what it gets its title for. And it's about, like... the Klan saving America from minorities. That's like what it's about. I had no idea what it was about. It was so... it's like so blatant. It's like hilarious how bad it is. It's like, it's practically a propaganda piece for it as well. Historically significant? Yes. I understand why like film classes are like, this has historical significance. But good lord. Nothing has aged poorer. Even at the time, it was considered, like... When people in 1915 thought something was racist, you know it was fucked up. Song of the South, on the other hand, not actually that racist, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know why Disney latched onto that, and they didn't with some of the other shit that's in their old movies, where it's, like, sorely out of date. I don't know why that one specifically got the ban hammer from Big Disney. They're not even slaves, they're sharecroppers. In Song of the South? Yeah. Yeah, there's not actual slavery in Song of the South. It's like an idealistic view of the South, kind of. I guess you could say Big Disney's incredibly woke, but my point is they have, like, the stereotypes and stuff they have in, like, Dumbo are just as bad as what they had in Song of the South, and Dumbo isn't banned. I think the difference is that no one gave a shit about Song of the South after it came out, and Dumbo is considered a classic, so they're not gonna get rid of that one. Yeah, sharecropping has its own problem. It's not the fact that they banned it, it's why did they only ban that, if that's their standard? And it's like, oh, it's because that's a property people don't care about, so they can get rid of it, and no one gives a shit, I guess. I think the only home release of it was on Laserdisc. That was the rip I watched. Once again, watched out of curiosity. Don't do it, it's lame as hell. Dumbo, yeah, exactly! See, Bunzel, you... In Peter Pan, they sing What Makes the Red Man Red. That's on... That movie's still in circulation. They haven't even cut that part out or anything. Which, I mean, I understand why you wouldn't want to cut something out after it's already been released, because it's like, well, it's wrong, but it's history. They got rid of Splash Mountain. Like this year. Like this year they got rid of Splash Mountain. Let me tell you, when I was a kid, we went to Disney World, me and no one else even knew what Splash Mountain was made after. They were just like, oh, it's like Aesop's Fables. I didn't know it was made after Song of the South until like way later. Tokyo Disney still has a Splash Mountain. Tokyo Disney don't care. Sharecropping had such bad situation. I've seen where land was sold out. Yeah, it's so that's like a whole different thing though. But yeah, it's not. It was very much like a lord and serf kind of in the modern day, or the more modern day, I should say. It's not really in the current modern day. No one knows that Tower of Terror is from Twilight Zone. Yeah, if it wasn't called the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, no one would be like, oh yeah, my favorite episode of the Twilight Zone, the one where they go on the one called Tower of Terror. Like, no one would know that. If not for that. I don't know. What's the rides? I mean, what the hell? It's not like, in Disney's Magic Kingdom, they don't have rides made after things that aren't movies. Because they have, what, Big Thunder Railroad? That's not made after a movie, I don't think. And, like, Country Bear Jamboree, that movie didn't exist till after they made the ride. Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't made after a movie when they made it. Now it is. They made a movie after the ride. Why Americans are obsessed about retconning their mistakes? Because a lot of people were in denial of them for a really long time, so now they're like, oh shit! And they're kind of making up for it. That's all. To give credit to the people who like that stuff, that's the most credit I can give, I guess, is to say it's because of that. I don't know. Not all. Mostly it's just big companies trying to save face whenever, like, something gets erased from the books. You know. They're making everything movie-related now, though. You know, they're also making, like, 20 movies a year. Disney owns, like, every company. The Florida water park, they turned Gator Ski Slope area into a Frozen themed? Okay, yeah, that tracks. It was funny, U.S. government worked with Klan and... Yeah. It's very odd. The gov's done all sorts of sketchy shit. Any big business has done tons of sketchy shit, too. It's just the nature of it. Anyone that thinks they got someone batting for them is wrong, unfortunately. Oh, we can have a little blush down here. Y'all got me fucked up trying to think of the last movie I saw. When was the last time I watched a movie? Oh, you know what? I know what it was. Speaking of racist movies, one of my friends last year went to... I've mentioned this on stream before, but I'll mention it again because it's kind of funny. They went to South Africa, and they asked... They did like an exchange student type of deal where they like stayed with someone there. Pixar's the better part. Oh hell yeah. Disney kind of went through a dead period when Pixar was in like its peak. So people kind of didn't notice that Disney went through another dead period because they were kind of linking the two in their brain. It was pretty great. Disney might be changing their woke strategy because they fired a woke Hispanic writer. What? Maybe they did something even worse. They did they disrespected Disney. The mouse never forgets, baby. Okay, hang on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had a friend who went to South Africa for work. But they did a thing where they stayed with people there, and they asked the family they were staying with. They're like, what kind of movies do you guys watch that are made here? And they're like, oh, you gotta watch this guy. There's this comedian that does these movies, and they're super popular. It's like this British dude, but he lives in South Africa, and he makes all these movies in South Africa. And so she's like, okay, I gotta get one of these. And he has like dozens and dozens that he's made over decades, and he's like a super popular name or whatever. And she got it, and it's like this British dude who was like, it's like a Borat type thing where he goes around and like pranks people by acting acting dumb, except he dresses in blackface to do it. And they're like, are people okay with these existing? It's like, in America, you would get, like, slaughtered for this. It was really funny, but it was also, like, kind of funny how, like, fucked it was. Also, he pulled, he wasn't just, he insulted multiple ethnicities throughout his thing. Classic South Africa. Yeah, I wonder why they have all these race tension issues there. Jeez. Oi. It was like the absolute culture shock. We didn't know what it was gonna be when we turned it on. We just turned it on, and like, we're like, we have no idea what this is gonna be, what it's gonna be shot like. Is it gonna be like a professional cinema? It could be a home movie. Like, Bollywood is some whack shit, so maybe it's something like that. Like, I know it's not India, but you know, in terms of like, seeing a different culture's cinema and stuff. And like, no, we were not prepared. It was something Survive South Africa, Guide to Surviving South Africa. And it was made around the time they had the World Cup there, because it references it a lot. So that was like 2010 or so. I want to watch RRR, it's South Indian. I want to watch that that Bollywood movie that's like an epic. It's like a 2-part, like, hero epic. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really popular, and I'm highly intrigued by it. It's as if they understood it was humor and not seriously. I think I know what you're talking about. Hang on, wait. Let me see. What is this link? Yes! Yes! You do know what I'm talking about! This is the one where they launch... Yeah, Bahubali! Because it has 2 parts. This is the one where they launch the dudes on the palm tree. I've seen so many scenes from this movie, and I want to watch the whole thing. It has really good reviews. It's amazingly... I mean, like, it's dumb, but I like that it's uniquely, like... The way that their action movies are dumb are different than the way our action movies are dumb, and it intrigues me that it's like they've approached it from a different angle. A lot of other people's cinemas are just them going, yo, American cinema is real big, let's just do that but like cheaper. Whereas like Bollywood is like, we're gonna do our own thing and we don't care. 2.0 is mildly interesting. It's like anime, but live action. What's the name? What's that shit Caleb Horace is into? What's that called? The Japanese, like, live action shows, but people dress up in costume and they, like, fight monsters and shit. What's that called? That intrigues me as well. Kamen Rider? Yeah, but that... Kamen Rider is in the genre of... Tokusatsu. Okay, I think I said that right. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. That genre intrigues me. The catapulting with the trees. Dude, it's hilarious. I want to watch this. Tempted to make a Discord just for a watch along of this shit. You'll get me to watch a movie for the first time in months. Oi, oi. Just, I don't know, stuff like that where it's... They don't care about budget, they just go at it. Because I love watching cheap garbage movies. Like, oh, I love schlocky, like, low-budget cinema. Not really like Asylum tier, because I watch a lot of those. More like stuff where it's like a genuine attempt to do something. They just don't have much of a budget. I want to watch the Bollywood Matrix where there's robot copies of the dude. That sounds awesome. There's a scene where they form into a ball and roll around. So this goes, this like crazy stuff. I don't know. It intrigues me. There's a certain stuff with like schlock quality. Not even saying it's bad. Like, you know, there's movies where you watch them because it's so bad it's good. It's not even like that, really. Like, it's not so bad it's good. It's just good and also like cheesy. You know, for some of this stuff. You know what's A bad, but I love it, AAA big budget movie was Wachowski's Speed Racer. I fucking love that movie. It's so insane. It's ridiculous if you've never seen it. Cinematically, a terrible film. The watching experience is unlike, I've never seen Hollywood produce a movie like that. Ever. Ever before, ever since. It's so weird. I was so drunk when I saw it. Dude, that part where it's like, every scene is like you're tripping balls, so that's probably a whack. I was obsessed with Bollywood because it's like really skilled and technical cinema kids being given money and a cast of actors. Yeah, exactly! That's what makes it cool. You can tell they care, like, at least most of them. The few that I've seen, I can't tell you the name of any of them. The few Bollywood I've seen, you could tell they cared about making them. It's just weird. Usually when I'm drunk, the movie experience is not improved by Speed Racer. Speed Racer's not... It's not a good movie, but damn, it's a fun movie. I've seen it many times. I've rewatched that movie multiple times. It's so... And I love making other people watch it. We rented it like as a new release after it came out. This was back when Blockbuster was still popping. That was 2007, I believe. It's either Blockbuster or like Netflix, when Netflix was the place where you mail a movie, you know? Now Netflix is a place where you stream movies. But at one point it was a place where you mail them a movie. You get a movie in the mail, then you mail it back. And I think that might have been how we got it. Either that or Blockbuster. Blockbuster was around longer than people think. People think it was like, it's been like dead for a long time. It's only been dead for about a little over a decade. A little over a decade now. There's still one in existence, I believe. I miss Blockbuster. Yeah, we had the Blockbuster subscription, so we could go there multiple times a week and get as many movies as we want. It was a whopping $30 a month. We canceled. Dad was like, "All that's on cable is crap." He sometimes got on kicks for stuff like that. He got on a kick one summer. He's like, "Cable's garbage. All this is trash. We're gonna cancel cable." And we got Blockbuster subscription. It's sad there are Blockbuster customers in stores. Wait, what do you mean? Like, that the customers aren't able to use it anymore? Or like people that would be customers aren't able to use it anymore? There's one store that remains. There's only one at this point, eh? That's pretty wild. They were an empire. I mean, like, when they were in their prime, they were unstoppable. The funny thing is, streaming didn't even kill it. Redbox killed it. The Blockbuster that we went to was attached to a Kroger, which is like a grocery store. And, the Kroger put in a Redbox outside the front. $1. $1 a day, any movie you want. That Blockbuster went out of business in like a couple months after they put that in. It's in Oregon. Oh. It blows my mind actual boomers are still relying on cable in their streamings. Yeah. Grandma just sits around and watches TV all day. And like, she doesn't even watch good TV because she doesn't know how to use a computer. Or like, she doesn't want to learn how streaming works. Like, Grandma, you could watch anything you want. She'll be like, "Oh, I gotta get home, my show's about to start." Also, Grandma, speaking of Grandma, she's proof that parasocial was not invented with the streaming era. Because she will talk about her reality TV people like she talked to them the day before. It is wild. Their brains are rotten, they can't learn, and cable's good. It's like, past a certain age, I think you just get done with learning new stuff. And it's like, they don't want to fiddle with it, they know how cable works, they like cable. Bend as a town kind of sucks. Do you have experience? How can it suck when it has a blockbuster? Cable's just good enough. Yeah. That's what they... I mean, think about it. You like the entertainment we have now. If you like the entertainment we have now, would you change it when you're old and have to learn a new thing? It'll be like, you can learn this new complicated system, but there's better stuff. And it's like, past a certain age, I bet you would be like, I don't care. Like, I like this. I'll watch... I'm fine with watching stuff that's like this, because I've watched it my whole life. I hate... Yeah, okay. See, that's the problem. Imagine, though, maybe you're old, and you want to watch live streamers on whatever live stream website. And you're like, Grandpa, this is just some guy playing video games. This is lame as hell. Why do you want to watch this? And it's like, listen, Sonny, I've watched this for years. Like, why do you put this on in the background? We have a probe you stick in your brain that immediately gives you dopamine. It's like, listen, that's just some new shit. I want the old-fashioned way. I can drive to Bend and back under 6 hours. Ah! You must live in Oregon, or near Oregon. I am not a West Coast friend, so I don't know that stuff as well. I don't know their layout as well. Instead of take your drugs elsewhere. Not me, I want the AI to fire content in my brain. That'd be... Yeah, what if your grandchildren are like, no, Grandpa, the AI just generates content for you now. You don't need to watch this shit made by humans. It just scans your brain and generates exactly what you want to see. And it's like, son, you know, sometimes disappointment is fun. Sometimes you gotta watch something and you end up not liking it. It looks like it's in the middle like Columbus. Interesting. Unless it's TikTok. The stuff Mom likes is just on cable, and also our internet is mostly limited to laptop. Yeah, well... Hang on, I was going on a thread a second ago. Did I tell them I seen the first of that on this site? Pull out the 12 gauge. Two types of people here. Two types of people. The, The extra Pluto and Tubi mostly helps to supplement. What is Pluto and Tubi? Are those streaming services? I think I've heard of Tubi. I've never heard of Pluto. I don't know. I don't pay for any streaming services. I'll be real, fam. I don't watch much TV and movies. Actually, that's not true. My little sister asked me to get a Crunchyroll sub, and I think I still pay for it just because she uses it. I don't use it, though. I have a Crunchyroll sub, but I still pirate anime if I'm gonna watch an anime series. Oh, they're free. Nice. A type that create content and the type that consume it. Yeah, I like creating content a hell of a lot more than consuming it. I mean, I like watching other streamers, obviously. That's why I started streaming. But it's as background entertainment. I like creating little streams or putting out... Even when I was pure viewer, I edited video. I edited streams. I was still making content. I just wasn't streaming. It's just what I get fun out of. Funimation is better than Crunchyroll. Didn't they merge? Tubi streaming. Oh, Slime Boulder, welcome in. Hang on, Slime. Did you see my Karagi dance I made earlier? It's pretty baller. You can make an AI 2B with a personality and mouth animation. Join me while I debut in graduation. All in one stream. That was originally the plan for my first stream. It was gonna be a running joke where I did, haha, this is my debut, and then also this is my graduation. But then I actually liked it, so I didn't do that part. And now I stream 3 times a week at least. Now I stream like 18 or more hours a week. Actually, no, I was averaging over 20 hours a week last month. It was like 95 hours last month. Self-step IP and apps. 10-hour streams. I haven't done very many of those. I did a 13-hour stream for my birthday stream. And then I've done what other long... Oh, I did the collab with Lika. The drinking collab was a 10-hour stream. It wasn't on my channel, though. My channel only has one stream over 10 hours long. Can we get an AI to co-host that reacts to chat in your speech? That sounds like it would be funny for a gimmick, and it would also get really annoying. I could get a... I'm on the wait list. Because I want to do some shenanigans with ChatGPT. I'm on the wait list for their paid API. Because I want to mess around with it. And it's pretty cheap. Or like, it's pretty affordable, right? Whenever I pray at night, I thank God each day for Russians and their illegal streaming sites. Dude, the Russians, you can always count on them for some quality bootlegs, bro. Some of my best software rips come from Russia. When you see the tracker as a .ru, you know you're in good hands. I sent that to you, by the way, the ChatGPT stuff? Oh, really? I'll check it out. It would be a speed run to making the AI a brand risk. Boy, I've been kind of mad with what people have been publishing on YouTube and what they make. Like, take a Guargra model and plug it into some speech into chat. The guy that did the Neurochama got a lot of views, and people are trying to leech on that popularity. I wish I would have been the one to think of doing that. Took a little finagling, but it wasn't, like, super, super hard to do, right? And it is pretty popular. But it's also, like... It'll get old fast. It's basically, everyone in the chat is just, because I've watched it before, it's just them trying to get her to say gamer words. They aren't custom trained models. Yeah, for like character? No. You don't get a custom, it's like incredibly expensive to train models. So you're never getting a full custom model, but they'll do like tuned models, which still cost quite a bit of money to get. You're telling me you could have made your own anime daughter? When my Oshi stops streaming, I'm going to replicate her with AI. That's the end goal. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know it's a bit to train, that's why it lacks. They're all the same. Every AI you make is going to act very similar to each other. Just because making a unique one is expensive. But they are getting better at, like, allowing you to make little tweaks without needing full retraining. Just like tweaking little things. Is it bad AI made better sitcoms than humans? That Seinfeld one was pretty funny. Did you see it went off the rails and like... and got Twitch banned? Remake my Oshi into an AI sounds like a cursed backstory for a fan-made Vocaloid. It's already very easy. It costs less than $100 to get a custom voice synthesis made. That's why so many people have made different, like, people's voice synthesis. So you can replicate. You can very conceivably... Oh my gosh, why am I having so much trouble with this? You can very conceivably do a voice synthesis. Mm-hmm. Did you catch any of the SpongeBob stuff? It's an incredible amount of copy paste. Oh, absolutely. Dude, I used SpongeBob voice synthesis in one of my videos like a year ago. It's in the Fallen Shadow Fortnite video on my YouTube channel. Because I have a SpongeBob meme come up and I synthesize their voice to like say whatever relevant thing to the stream for the meme. And someone in the like one person in the comments was like, "What the hell? Did you AI voice? Did you get the AI voice for this SpongeBob?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Did you hear about the AI that hired someone in Fiverr to solve a captcha? There is no way. That's hilarious though. Oh wait, it's a Twitch channel. No, I haven't seen that. Haven't seen that. Waiting for Japan to use chat AIs to do concerts with their anime projections. Both the audience and the person singing is an AI. Japan is very capitalist. As soon as they figure out how to replace humans with AIs, they will be doing it. When they can have an idol industry without the pesky humans that play the idols, they are going to jump on that shit so fast. Maki Lugon made SpongeBob sing a Japanese voice really good. Interesting. Hatsune? I mean, yeah, Hatsune Miku isn't an AI, though. I mean, it's controlled by a person, even though it sings with a computer voice. My point is, when it can be, like, completely autonomous, like, we're talking, the social media account is managed by the AI. The character itself is an AI. I mean, think of how, like, insane that would be, because, like, people get, like, super obsessed with idols and whatever, right? Like, the only reason the idol can't talk to every fan is because they're a human, and they have thousands of fans. Imagine if you had an AI one, you could literally have it talk to everyone that wanted to. That attitude might help them as they need robots to solve their population crisis. Oi. I'm talking caregiver AIs that can take care of their never-dying elderly. The ultimate parasocial relationship creator. Her is looking more and more like a possibility. It's the scary part of the future. At least the parasocial relationships in this community can sometimes become just normal social relationships. I trust an AI over modern women. This guy. Great. Oh, we're making the Japanese extinct. She's real, bro. What percentage of entertainment will we see in the future will be AI versus flesh? I don't know. It's the idea. So there's like different things that I kind of. I mean, you can theorize. Every jackass with a streaming platform in the world's smallest soapbox possible can theorize on what AI will do. But like, it's all just conjecture, right? There's still an element. If there's one thing against, because like you could be like, oh, AI could do everything. Once you can fully replicate humans, you can create custom content. Forget like, oh, everybody watching this show. You can just auto-generate a show exactly to what you want, right? Something like that. But like, I don't know. There's an element of people that like human things, right? It's the reason why, like, years ago, everything was handmade. And then suddenly, we had machine manufacturing. And now nothing's handmade. And now, a lot of people are selling handmade stuff really high price. Because there's a lot of people that still want that human element. They like the little flaws in it. They don't want it to be perfect. There's already an AI art movie trailer came out. Hope Elon makes open access AI so AI GFs will be open to the public. It'll just be emotional manipulation. It won't be suing me for money. The AI will live control my corpo, won't extort my money. Boy. An anime made by AI might be good if programmed right. Anime is kind of formulaic anyway, but there's still like, don't you want the ability for something to be bad? There is joy in, like, the flaws. If you're watching indie streamers with a handful of followers, you definitely see joy in the flaws. There's something fun about discovering something made by a person. Next Perler, you should make a pick and place. Just auto-place everything. Handmade watches. Yeah, see, that's your field's version, right? I've sold many handmade things that are expensive because they're handmade, and people want handmade because there's a human element to that. That's a philosophical question. Elon not monetizing. Exactly. Yeah, that's the uncanny valley effect. What makes you think AI can't make so bad it's good shows? I mean, you can emulate it, but it's like not... I mean, humans make intentional so bad it's good. It's not the same. There's a certain joy in being able to watch a movie where you can tell, you start realizing this director had dreams, and it's hilariously misrepresented. It's so... Every time you stab yourself, it brings me joy. Even big corpos have flaws. Yeah. Of course. Though, with VTubers, big corpos have a lot of flaws. With normal organic streamers, where the people who get big and popular, it's typically because they built a fan base. They typically tend to be very good at streaming. Like, I've always heard about, as Top Gear said, bespoke just means the door's gonna fall off. That's a pretty good one. The soap operas. Okay, hang on. First of all, soap operas are the most AI generatable of consumable content, I swear. Next to maybe streams. The, what was I trying to say? I lost my train of thought a little. Oh, I watched a snippet of like an XQC stream recently. XQC is like the biggest streamer on this site, right? I had never seen anything from this guy. I don't watch normal streamers. I watch my indie darlings that make soul content. That's what I'm here for, baby. But someone posted like a clip and I was like, okay, I'll watch this little, and it's like, there is an art to acting as dumb as he acts. He is not as dumb as he acts on stream, I guarantee you. There's like a calculated presence to it. To like bragging about something at just the right moment so that if it ends up not going right, it's funny. And like, there's a lot of, like, my point is, he's very popular because he's a very skilled streamer. And most other big streamers, you see the same thing. Yeah. You can tell. You can tell that it's like calculated. That he sets up everything to make content. It's really cool. And like, you'll see that sometimes in spheres like this, where like someone knows it'll be funnier if you set up. I'll even say sometimes they'll be like, why'd you talk this up? And it's like, because I knew it'd be funnier if it didn't work. Like, that's setting up content, right? But like, it is very clever how he acts to make things funnier than they would otherwise be. That kind of like art to it. We've gone off topic from the AI thing. This is because my point is, watch like a HoloLive streamer. They ain't doing that shit because they're not that good. they're actually, most of them are not that good of streamers. I think, Ame, who I never even really watched that much, was probably the most skilled as far as, like, streaming skill goes. But, like, they get picked because they can, like, sing and they have some clout. I don't know. They don't have that. They don't have that streamer. Look, Wolfie, I know you like the Hollows. But, like, they don't have that finesse of streaming skill. They are idols first and streamers second. They can sing and act idol. They don't have the stream skill. Do not Wolfie head shake me. You know it's true. Look, I watched my fair share of Ina streams. Ina was my favorite of the Hollow-ians. And the only one that I watched consistently. Actually, the only VTuber I watched consistently before I found this, it was Ina and Pikami. Those were the two that I liked. Pikami, I don't know if she does it intentionally, but she like, I think, accidentally stumbles into being a very entertaining streamer at times. AI won't let fame go to their head and develop substance abuse problems, which makes them less funny. Okay, true. Big streamers tend to have that happen. Oh no, I'm just saying the cursory skills are there. Even though a lot of them act like complete knobs and I don't want to watch them, the skills are there. Oh, I've watched, who have I watched that's actually like a big like Twitch streamer? It's probably Northern Lion. I watched Northern Lion because he watched... I used to watch Northern Lion all the time, and I only stopped watching him because he did a segment on his stream where he was reading ban requests, or unban requests, and someone was like, I got banned because I used the salty emote, and you said that was bad manner, and he was like, deserved, and left him banned, and I was like, what a wuss! You should be able to take using the salt emote when you're being salty. And I stopped watching him after that. It like destroyed my enjoyment of him, because I was like, this guy really gets mad over this. Northern Lion, my Oshi. Wait, I forgot, Wolfie, don't you have like 1 million channel points in NL's chat? I think you missed the context for it. That was ban request for Apollo's stream. Was I not seeing the one where he was doing for his own stream? That might change the context a bit. I have to say, I've watched his YouTube content for literal, like, a decade. I started watching his YouTube content back in, like, 2014 or so when he was doing Binding of Isaac runs. NL Sim. I mean... Inel's a very good streamer, and I've enjoyed a lot of his stuff. I just don't watch his streams anymore. I watch his YouTube content sometimes. Inel's my morning background. I mean, he's good, and he does that, like, how he watches it, he, like, knows how to keep the flow going to make, what's he call it? It's his anecdotes. He's like, I got an anecdote for you. And, like, the way this man manages to spin... that he went to the store that morning into, like, an hour or so of talking is legitimately impressive. Never heard of him. He's the older, I say older, older in that he's been on Twitch a while now, streamer. He's a bald dude. He looks like an egg. Good content. Good flesh streamer. Yeah, the egg. I'm YouTube bro also. Yeah, the YouTube is the main content that I consume from him. I think it's his... It's weird to say that's a strong suit, because, like, his YouTube content, he doesn't edit anything. He literally does not edit a single video. He sits down, he records it, and he puts it up, and that's it. A lot of people watch him now for some reason. It's because he's just, like, solid, good content. Even if I don't watch his streams anymore because he bans people for calling him salty. Or for, maybe, people from Apollo's stream. That recontextualizes that a bit. Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I was judging him too harshly. I used to watch his EU4 stuff many years ago. I still primarily just watch his old Isaac videos. There's no way, I don't think he makes them anymore, but like, he made them for like a decade straight. So it's like, I am literally never going to run out of Northern Lion Isaac content. He did one run every single day for like a decade. I can watch him forever. The berry bug's coming along real well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. We're almost done. Bless him. I don't blame. People were like, I remember people were upset when he quit. I think because I think he doesn't do them at all now. I think people were like, oh, you're giving this up, and it's like, bro, how's he not giving it up after all this? You should offer to send it to Barry. Tell her she can give the address of a friend she doesn't want to dox or something. If she wants it sent, I have mailed things to other people that have wanted their craft. But generally, they ask me, and I'm like, if you give me an address, I'll mail it. Oh, I still have something I need to send someone that I made like a month ago and still haven't mailed it because, whoopsie, I get busy and then I forget. It's because I had to add something else to the package. I think was it. I had to add another craft. I received a plushie of a VTuber today. Oh, wait, who? Who'd you get a plushie of? Oh no, it's NL from Rezu who keeps saying NL's fine, but his fan base is now infected with Hassan viewers who can't like give out blatant shit tests that ruin the mood. Oh no. Okay, I actually don't like Hassan. I've seen some of his stuff. He's the commie, right? I don't give commies a fucking inch, bro. P.U. Oh, okay, I don't know who that is. That's probably cute, though. Little slime girl plush. It's basketball size. I like that description, because that implies that it's very round. to call it basketball size. It paints a vivid image in my head. She's super talented and works super hard, but still like 50 viewers. That was Kuragi for a long time. Most of the time when I was supporting her and shilling her and stuff, she was like 50 viewers, and I was like, how the hell? So, just give her your support, and she will eventually grow. Give her some shills, some shilling if you appreciate. Yeah, yeah. 50 seems to be the like limit. Or that's just like the one that a lot of people often fall into. It's different. That's the female VTuber limit. For males, it's like 20. Just because of the audience share. I'm trying to think of genuine entertainers that deserve to be popular but haven't blown up yet. It's been a while since I've found someone that's like really blown me away. Koopa has blown up. She was at like hundreds of viewers a while ago. She just doesn't hardly stream anymore now. I think it's the only reason she's not. She is a skilled entertainer though. But I do think she's had like, generally in this sphere, if you're partnered, you're considered to have made it, right? And she is partnered. So I would say she's making it pretty well. Kind of like when I found Moriko, it was right before she got partnered. She wasn't quite there yet. And I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna get it. But I never shilled for her as hard, because I knew she was gonna make it up there. Are you saying you can post her link? Sure, if you want to. The one time I'll allow shill, because you're not just some random scrub coming in here to shill. You're like someone who's hanging out here and talking about someone you like. Shilling's fine if it's like that. Or like, I don't object to it then. Paya P. UFO. Arya Rinchan deserve it too. Yeah, yeah. Arya's done very well as well, I think. She, as deserved, she's a very good streamer. Fortunate to have known everyone that I've known. Speaking of, Barry. I watched Barry's debut stream. I watched her debut to like 10 people. Oh my gosh, and now she's big. She's done really well. She blew up pretty fast too. I'm glad she was able to get the chance because she's very entertaining. Pia is pronounced like Pia. She's a slime alien in a human suit. Hang on. I'll click and follow. I hope she's not live or she's gonna be like, what the fuck? I'll follow your recommendations. If anyone has... Oh, she's doing well. She's got lots of... She's got big follows. She'll get up there soon, I'm sure. Anyone else, if you want to recommend someone who stands out to you as being, last person I saw fit to push was a person I helped push to 100 to see in a maid dress. Incredible. Also, like, whether or not you want someone pushed is relative to, like, how underrated they are, right? Like, when you find someone with, like, 5 viewers and they're doing, like, serious effort, which I haven't found that in a long time, and you're like, this person should be at least getting more. Even if they're a little unrefined, you still want to see them climb up beyond that. Then they're worth, like, shilling through. Okay, we send a lot of small streamers that are good. I collect them. Hamflow is underrated. Hamflow is underrated. I fully agree. I found Hamflow because he hangs out in Wolfie streams. And oh my gosh, he's such a good entertainer. I really enjoy his streams. He shows up here occasionally too. Hey Bone Miser, welcome. Welcome in. I need this bug bro in my life. You like the little berry bug bro? This is the berry specific bug bro. It has the hair buns on it. Nyano! Nyano has an incredible voice. To anyone who has not seen Nyano, I still maintain Nyanomancer could be the greatest streamer of all times. But then God nerfed him by making him a fan of JRPGs, which is a very unfortunate fate. She's not doing too bad, but the amount of work she puts into her stream is insane. That was, I mean, yeah. The person I've shilled the hardest for. I don't really do as much now because she is making it, was Kuragi. When I found her, she had 20 average viewers and was like doing this super creative stream. She streamed 6 days a week. This was before she had a job, so she had more downtime. She was doing like this real creative stuff, made all her own assets. She does a singing segment at the end of every stream. I've never seen anyone do anything like that, where they like play all their own music and everything. Like, I'd never seen anything like it when I found her. And I was like, it was right after, it was still when I was watching Hollows and stuff occasionally. And I was like, how are these people getting this, like, thousands of views and this person has 20 views? And so I started shilling her and telling other people to watch, because I never seen anyone that deserved to succeed so much for how they were then. Yes, Newtonia, you get the appeal. You put her on in the background. She was different before. She was more gremlin before. And she had more time to do, like, wacky, crazy creative stuff. She's still very creative. She was doing emote design the other day. It was real cute. She has a really nice art style. But obviously, now she has a full-time job that's, like, very, very stressful and takes a lot of time. And really, I kind of thought she would graduate, but she didn't. Stuck around. Still does some great streams. Her recent Drunk Lisa the Painful stream was great. Yeah, I was lurking during that as well. It was real funny. Her new model's real cute too. Though I do really like her original model. It was pure soul. She made it herself too. The missing black dot. Hang on, wait. Which one is missing? Oh wait, missing red dot as well. Right here. I'll need to fill some clear in around the edges too, so we don't have fragile bits. Same thing with Licca. Yeah. She has like work and life stuff that's kind of gotten in her way now, but she'll be back. I miss the original model. Her original model was adorable. I think kind of it was what's it called? Shoot, what's the name of the show? Black dot near tail end? Oh, you're right. There's a different one. Kimono Friends. That's it. Kimono Friends. I miss a lot of streamers' original model. The only person, another person who I've watched, the people I've watched the longest are, I'd say Kuragi and Bat as far as like being regulars and showing up to a lot of them. Bat's model has gotten better every single time she's upgraded it. Bat is the only person I know whose model has gotten better every time. A lot of other people I know, they'll like go, it's like a sine wave. Some of them are up, some of them are down. Bat has had like a clean sweep of increasing quality with each one. She really understands the points of it that appeal, I think. Kuragi didn't even try to make her original model look like Kimono Friends. It was just an accident that her art style looks like Kimono Friends. It was a happy little accident, and we ended up with a real cute model. Her second model was fine, but I missed the big ears. Her current one's really cute. The new Warsaw, yeah. I'm not naming names. When someone comes up with they get a hype new model and then it's worse than the other one, it's really sad. I feel bad for them too, because like, ain't no one gonna tell them that it's worse. Oi. Alright, our little bug bro is done. It's time to mint him. Also, I mean, like, things are also not always objectively worse, right? There are probably some people who don't like Craggy's new model as much, even though I think it's a good one. Could you flip it around? Oh, yeah, wait. You guys are looking at it upside down. I can also put it under the I can put it under the macro lens if you want. There you go. If you want to get a better picture of it. Yeah, it's super adorable. It only lacks the soul because she had to get, or she got someone else to make it. She didn't have to get, she made her other two herself. Should have said something earlier. I mean, I needed to look at it from top down because I was making it, and my brain is not strong enough to do it upside down. Maybe next time I should flip the pixel art when I look at it, so that then I can build it upside down and then you guys see it coming together right side up. Or I flip the camera upside down, but then the perspective looks really weird. Glad you like it. Can't you flip the camera? I can flip the camera upside down. Yeah. But it's gonna look weird for the perspective to be, like, opposite. Because I've tried that before. The perspective will be fine. When I've done it before, it looked odd. But, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's up. Flipping the feed would be easiest. I'm glad you like it. You can tell that some streamers just have to adapt to it. One thing I dislike about streamers getting big is how it changes the chat culture. Yeah! Once again, something that I think Batata really got right. Granted, I think her chat I think Moriko's chat culture is still good because she bullies annoying people. Which maybe isn't the message you want to send. You maybe don't want to advise people, bully annoying people. It keeps your chat good. But that's legitimately works. Other people, some they get big and then their chat sucks. Which is unfortunate. Ah, not you. Also just like knowing how to wrangle people. When it's small like this, right? It's a lot easier to like tell someone off. Or like, there's way less people you would have to tell off. Whereas if you're big, you're gonna be like, you need like a dedicated mod to tell people off if they're being weird or shitting up the chat, right? Chat culture changed a bit over the year, but the soul remains. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's not quite the same as the original. I'm just saying, compared to other people, it's very close. Whereas a lot of, like, most people change dramatically over the course of time. I mean, hell, look at Barry's chat. Barry's chat is much different than it was early on. Early on, it bullied her way more. Bring back the bully chat. Bring back Barry bullying in chat. This came out amazing. Oh, I'm glad you liked. Here, let's do the peel. Hey, there we go. Yeah, it's true. Make Barry chat great again. Make Barry chat full of bullies again. There's our little Barry bug. Or if you like the inverted side. Someone said they like the flat side instead of the bead side. I've always looked at it the bead side. This is what we've made today. And this is probably our completed ones for today. We made a little pierogi dance. We made a little ratty. It's kind of hard to tell. It's the hair coming down and then the ears. I drew this, so you know. It may be lacking. I guess I also drew this, but it was from a reference. I'm a weirdo who likes the flat side. Yeah, I always look at them from the bead side. Because it has, like, texture. But the flat side, I guess it's more square, right? It looks like, when you're doing pixel art, this looks like pixel art. Whereas this they look more round, even though they're not really. The bead turned out okay. Hey, we banged this out in 5 minutes. That wasn't bad. I like the flat side more. When I take the photo for Twitter, do I use the flat side or the bead side? The ratty one still has some holes. I didn't iron him enough. Like a mix